Okay, this is Alex Cox. You know, Alex, as I look at your butterfly here, the tempo of it is pretty slow right now, so it's kind of hard to get an idea of what's going on. But your kick is pretty solid. Look at your elbows, how much they drop. Your elbows are almost at a 70-degree angle when you pull back. On the entry, we've got to get those elbows up and keep them up. Thinking about it more like a freestyle stroke. We're trying to set the elbows up early. I think your hand placement is decent. Could stand to come into your body a little bit more, but the biggest thing is we've got to get the elbows up. Into the backstroke. Towards the end of the stroke, when your hands get just before your hip, it's like you're just pushing back with your hand instead of trying to scull the water back. You want to try and hang on to that water and feel it as you finish the pull. It should almost be more like a sculling motion instead of a pushing motion with your hand. I think if you could do that, could probably get a little more distance per stroke. Kick is pretty solid, pretty smooth all the way through. When you look at it from the front, you're going to see a lot of side-to-side undulation. I think part of that is just a weakness laterally. You need to make sure that you keep your body tighter as you go through. And if you could roll a bit more, I think that would be helpful. Hands are coming up pretty high as you pull as well. Into the breaststroke. I know you don't swim a lot of IM, but you're a decent IMer, and I think that's something you could get a lot better at. Look at how you're always looking forward. Even when you throw your hands forward, you're still looking forward. When you throw your hands forward, we want to be looking down, and you can see it on the way back. When you look forward, it keeps your hips low. As you throw your head down and look down, it's going to let your hips ride up, and they're going to stay higher on the water. Here, see how your hips are always pretty submerged? Let that head fall, and you'll be able to get a lot deeper on the front end. You don't have to throw your hands deeper. Just let your head go deeper. Look down at the bottom, and you'll get a lot more distance per stroke. From the front, could stand to have a little more acceleration as your hands come up under your chin. You want to try to throw them forward, but I like how they're not going very deep. Really important not to throw your hands too deep. Now on this freestyle, you're going to see what I'm talking about here with your elbows as you pull through. And it's almost like you don't initiate your pull until your hands are just under your chin. If you can roll a little bit more onto your side and get that elbow up earlier, you'll be able to see it. And I doubled this here so it's from the same angle twice because you were swimming next to the lady in lane 1 and really couldn't see you. Right there. You can see that elbow it's almost pointing down, and then as you start to pull, the elbow turns out. Turn the elbow out earlier, and I think that's a better situation. Now as we look at it from the front, you're getting your hand down the lane in between your head and your shoulder. That's good. On your right side, could stand to bring it under your body a little bit more, I think. And then as you sprint, it looks like your elbows do a better job of getting up, particularly on your right-hand side, but we could still stand to keep those elbows up a little bit more, a little bit longer. Nice job.